Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening, but all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell them, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 54 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Vikings! Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The numbers for Gibbs from last week. 14 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, you know, 10 is really the goal, and this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Lions at 7-1 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This defense for the Vikings, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make the play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Another run for Gibbs here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You look at this defense for the Vikings. Now they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Throwing is McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now a 2nd and 2. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Goff on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. Goff now to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Montgomery, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, 3rd and a yard. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Taking it about the 16. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. They'll fake the give. Now gone. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. -9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. The Lions now. use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Third and 19. Goff. That is caught. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams. As the first half is winding down. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. To the air with McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the visiting Packers who were able to come in and win this one on the road. Marshawn Lloyd, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Kyron Williams, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, we head to the shores of...
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Gone. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Ooh, with a juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 48 yards. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Still shedding tackles. Touchdown, Vikings. J.K. Dobbins, 57 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken at about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 6. Out of the gun. Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
McCarthy now on 1st down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's McCarthy. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
McCarthy, 3rd and short yardage. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now the try here for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
A give right side for Gibbs. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 3. They'll go again with Gibbs. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Williams, a man in motion right. Now Goff going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff and look to throw. That one let go deep for Laporta. And in for the Lions Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, 41 yards. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. On first down, McCarthy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And take it right on the 30. Dancing away at the 35. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They'll come up now on 2nd down. McCarthy operating from the gun. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now 2nd down and a few inches. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
So got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 7, 50 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll look to throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Here's 2nd down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So a 2nd down here, 17 seconds to play. He'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll be brought down at the 27. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for Detroit, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move.